It's like nobody talks about how awkward it feels when you first try to love yourself. Like you cancel a plan because you're exhausted, but suddenly you will feel like guilty. Or you compliment yourself and your brain goes, wow, you're so full of yourself. Self-love isn't just hard, it's uncomfortable. And that's the part nobody warns us about. When I first started working on self-love, I thought it would be like empowering and inspiring. But honestly, the first time I said no to something I didn't want, I felt selfish. The first time I told myself, you look good today, I cringed and felt like I was lying. The complete self-love, it almost felt wrong. Like I was betraying how I was raised. I didn't deserve the kindness unless I had earned it. Does it sound familiar to you? If you've ever felt like self-love make you feel like awkward or even selfish, you're not alone. But over time, here's what I realized. That awkwardness, that guilt you felt, that's the proof you are rewiring your brain. If you've ever been told by family, school, or even society that your worth is in pleasing others, then of course, loving yourself feels unnatural. It's not proof that you are selfish or you are doing self-love wrong. It's actually evidence that you are unlearning years of rules that say you only matter if you achieve or you make others happy or if you never mess up. So it should feel uncomfortable when you suddenly include yourself in equation. It's like trying new shoes. You don't work perfectly in them the first day, but that doesn't mean they are not the right fit. First, micro self-respect. If you feel cringy, forget about the grand, big gestures of self-love. Start very tiny, like drink water before you finish this video, or take 3 minutes of silence before you diving into tasks. Tiny acts of loyalty to yourself, to your body, to your mental health. These micro actions tell your brain that you matter. After these things, your brain will start to see you as a person who deserves to be respected and loved too. 2. Reframe guilt. When guilt shows up, don't panic. Literally say to yourself out loud, that guilt is just an echo of the old rules. It's not the truth. Honestly, guilt is often just your brain missing its old comfort zone. Neutral self-talk. If saying I love myself feels fake at the very beginning, you don't need to force it. Start with neutral facts like, I showed up for today. I tried. I survived that awkward moments. Those neutral statements feels less cringy, but they slowly build up the kindness in your mind. The kindness your brain will give it to yourself. 4. Don't confuse selfish and self-love. I think that happened quite a lot when we kind people start to try to love ourselves. We will feel like we're selfish, but we confused the selfish with the self-love. Selfishness is about ignoring other people, ignoring the fact you might hurt them, but self-love is about stop ignoring yourself. Totally different things. If you've been trying to love yourself and it feels so weird and cringy, or you feel guilty or fake, please don't quit. Don't give up. That's literally how it's supposed to feel like at the very beginning. Growth is uncomfortable. And believe me, one day the guilt will be quieter, the cringe will fade, and you will realize you've been treating yourself like someone who really matters. And that's the version of you nobody else can take away. And that's where the freedom lies. This is what I want to share with you girls this week. See you next week. Bye bye.